Hi, my name's Damian Johnston, and I'm the PTI guy. I'm a platform tennis enthusiast, intermediate level player, a volunteer for my local paddle league, and a member of the American Platform Tennis Association Board of Directors. I'm currently the chair of the APTA PTI Algorithm Committee, and these are videos aimed at demystifying the PTI and maybe even answering some of your questions. Today's video is Initial Start Ratings. How are they determined? As a reminder, the Platform Tennis Index is a system intended to be an objective, self-correcting system. It's based on statistics, analysis of match results, and it's the same math employed for every league, player, and match. Each result provides more information so that the algorithm can correct and adjust over time. There are multiple approaches to set initial start PTIs. The first option is to have all players start with the same PTI. This option would be simple, consistent, and universal. The downsides of this option is that it would take a lot of time for accurate ratings to stabilize. The rating would not be useful at the beginning for players, captains, pros, league admins, or tournament directors until they are stable. It also would create volatility for partners and opponents while ratings stabilize. Another option to set start ratings for new players would be to have pros or captains set the ratings for each of their players. This would be simple, traceable, and informed. The downsides of this approach is that these settings would not be objective, there would be inconsistencies in judgment, it would be very labor intensive, and it would be susceptible to influence. The way the PTI system really works today is that each league maintains a table with the assistance of the APTA. For each player, the division and line of their first match is looked up in this table, and the player's start rating will default to the value in the league's table. Initial start ratings can also be manually overridden for consistency. This approach has the benefits of being consistent and informed. The ratings can become stable quicker and useful sooner. The downsides of this approach is that it's more complex and requires oversight and review by the league, even with the assistance of the APTA. When considering initial start rating overrides, league PTI committees are advised to use objective methods to override the default PTI from the lookup table. League PTI committees should look at rated match results to see what the initial rating should have been. The APTA PTI Algorithm Committee is investigating ways to automate this process. As an example, this player is a good candidate for an override, probably to about a 30. You can see the ratings change is unidirectional from the start. There are large adjustments that are repeated and in the same direction, and then a stable level is found. The first 3 matches being flat is indicative of skipped matches in this example. Here is another example of a good candidate for an override. The initial start rating for this player should probably be about a 38. Again, the adjustments are unidirectional from the start, there are large adjustments that are repeated, and then a stable level is found. Here's an example where there's no need to override. We can see stable ratings from the start and only minor adjustments thereafter. Here's another example of where there's no need to override. We can see it's stable from the start. There is a step change that's noteworthy, but again, immediately following that change, the rating stabilizes again. In this example, we can see a little bit of a jump at the beginning, but it's established within 3 matches and stabilizes quickly. The improvement over time is organic and is not a large change over time. As a summary, the initial start rating defaults based on the division and line of each player's first match. This estimate can be overridden by league PTI committees based on objective observation of match results. The goals are to have an objective process, to get quick rating stability, and provide early utility for players, captains, leagues, and tournament directors. I hope you find this video useful. Feel free to leave your constructive comments and questions below. Let PTI be a reflection of your previous matches and not a goal. Remember, PTI is not a measure of ability, it's a measure of performance. The goal is to play the great game of platform tennis, compete in close matches, and most importantly, to have fun. See you on the courts!